そうですね. 나 홀로 바다. 내가 점령했어. I reservation this ocean.
I bet you didn't know how a single online obsession could spiral into tragedy. How the life of Yoon, a rising star, would end in the shadows of her own digital fame. Seoul pulses with energy, neon lights reflecting off rain-slicked streets. Beneath the skyscrapers, millions chase dreams, some in the real world, others online. The digital realm is alive. Friendships bloom in comment sections, but shadows lurk in every corner. Here, fame is measured in likes and followers. A new currency for a new generation. For many, it's a ticket out of the ordinary, a chance to be seen and valued. Yoon was one such dreamer. Her life a stream of curated moments and infectious smiles. Her followers felt close to her, but the intimacy of the internet is an illusion. The line between public and private blurs. Every moment becomes content, every feeling a performance. The same screen that connects also conceals, hiding the true intentions of those watching. This is the story of what happens when that barrier shatters, when admiration turns to obsession. It's a collision of two worlds. The bright life of an influencer and the darkness of a fan's fixation. Jia's rise inspired thousands, but her story ends in tragedy, a chilling reminder of the dangers hidden in digital shadows. Behind every profile is a real person, and sometimes the scariest truths are the ones we can't see. Yoon started with simple posts, cafe photos, K-pop dances, daily musings. Her authenticity drew people in. She felt like a friend, not a celebrity. Live streaming changed everything. Jia's real-time chats, mukbangs and gaming sessions built a loyal community. Her follower count soared, and with it, her sense of purpose. She shared her struggles and dreams, showing up without makeup, talking about job hunts and travel hopes. Vulnerability became her brand, and her audience cheered her every milestone. When she quit her part-time job to stream full-time, her chat exploded with congratulations. But success brought pressure. She was always online, always performing. Every meal, every outing, every emotion became content. The line between Jia the person and Jia the influencer blurred. She cherished her community, but the constant gaze was isolating. Unbeknownst to her, one fan's devotion was twisting into something dangerous. In the glow of her screen, a shadow was growing. The world saw a rising star. She never saw the darkness closing in. Her story was about to change forever. Among Jia's fans, one stood out, Choi77. Choi was always present, first in, last out, always donating, always praising. His generosity helped Jia upgrade her life, and she thanked him on every stream. But for Choi, donations weren't just support, they were an investment. He believed he deserved special status, even control. His messages grew personal, then possessive. Advice on her life, jealousy over other fans. He demanded attention, sending private messages and growing agitated when ignored. Jia tried to set boundaries, but Choi's obsession only deepened. What began as admiration became entitlement. The supporter who once felt like a friend now felt like a threat. The digital adoration that built her career was now a source of fear. Jia was no longer just watched, she was being hunted. October 18th, 2025. Jia's final stream began like any other. She smiled, unboxed gifts, and chatted with her fans. But Choi's messages were different. Large donations, laced with jealousy and accusation. He demanded answers, questioned her loyalty, and the chat grew tense. Jia tried to deflect, but the mood had shifted. When she mentioned meeting a friend, Choi erupted, accusing, possessive, alarming. Flustered, Jia ended the stream early. "I'm sorry everyone, I need to rest." The screen went black. Her followers waited, confused and concerned. Days passed with no word. Her next stream never came. Friends couldn't reach her. Her social media fell silent. The digital world buzzed with worry, replaying her last words. The woman who lived so publicly had vanished. All that remained was a chilling echo, a final broadcast, and 1,000 unanswered questions. The community that once celebrated her now mourned her absence. The tragedy had begun. Jia's family reported her missing. Police turned to her final live stream for clues. Choi, 77, stood out. His hostile messages, his obsession clear. Investigators traced his donations, unmasking Choi Min-jun, a solitary office worker. His life revolved around Jia's streams. His social media mirrored her schedule. CCTV footage revealed the truth. Choi loitered near her building, followed her, confronted her in an alley. The evidence was overwhelming. Digital records, financial trails, and chilling video. Brought in for questioning, Choi denied everything until confronted with proof. The fantasy he'd built online crumbled in the face of reality. He confessed, revealing where to find Jia. The search was over, but the heartbreak was just beginning. The digital trail had led to a devastating truth. In the interrogation room, Choi Min-jun revealed his delusion. He saw his donations as an investment in a relationship, not just support. Jia's mention of meeting a friend felt like betrayal. Consumed by rage and entitlement, he confronted her, demanding answers. When she tried to leave, his obsession turned violent. Choi's story was one of parasocial attachment gone wrong, a one-sided bond that replaced real connection. For him, Jia was not a person, but a fantasy he believed he owned. Her independence threatened his illusion. Her boundaries became unforgivable. The murder was the final, horrific act of possession. Choi's confession exposed the dangers of obsession in the digital age. A life was lost to a fantasy that should never have left the screen. Jia's murder forced a reckoning in influencer culture. The donation system, meant to support creators, was revealed as a double-edged sword. Large donors sometimes expect influence or intimacy, blurring healthy boundaries. Influencers, especially women, face pressure to be open and accessible, making them vulnerable. The echo chamber of online life amplified Choi's obsession. Algorithms fed his fixation. In his digital bubble, no one challenged his entitlement. This tragedy exposed the loneliness beneath hyper-connected lives. Choi sought validation online, clinging to Jia for meaning. When the illusion shattered, so did his world. Jia's story is a warning. Digital connection can breed dangerous delusion. The search for belonging online can have devastating consequences when reality is lost. News of Jia's murder shook South Korea and the global online community. Her social media became a memorial, fans sharing memories, grief, and outrage. The tragedy sparked debate. Should platforms limit donations or do more to protect creators? Influencers shared their own fears, stories of harassment, pressure, and vulnerability. Jia's death proved digital threats can become real, with tragic consequences. Her story became a rallying cry for safer online spaces and better support for creators. The nation mourned, but also demanded change. Fame and connection, once seen as blessings, now carried a warning. Jia's legacy was a painful lesson about the risks of digital life. Her loss forced society to confront the dark side of online fame. Jia's story is a stark reminder. Our digital and physical lives are inseparable. The internet offers connection and opportunity, but also risk. Her life showed the power of online community. Her death, its dangers. The lesson is clear. Creators must set boundaries and fans must respect them. True support means valuing a creator's humanity, not seeking control. Platforms must do more. proactive safety, privacy tools and mental health support. Engagement and profit can't come at the cost of safety. Gia's tragedy should drive real change in how we protect those who share their lives online. We must remember the person behind every profile. As we navigate the digital world, let's build a culture of empathy and respect. Only then can we ensure no more bright stars are lost to the darkness. What steps can we take to make online communities safer? Let's keep the conversation going.